Good evening, Mr. Kevin. Right. Mr. Huad?
Yes, Bante.
All right, thank you.
I'm here, and I'll assume those responsibilities.
Let me turn on the volume. Mr. Huad, can you please talk?
Yes, Bante. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, now I can hear you. Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that everything's okay for us tonight. So I'm going to look through what we need to do. Thank you.
Good evening to everyone. Please say three times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Once again, before we start, let me wish everyone that may this session also bring you at least a little inner peace and a little inner happiness also, and also the advancement of this noble Shakti and path too. So with that wish, we are going to start today's meditation session. So sometimes you might be seeing me with the new avatar. Uh, you might in Sri Lanka there are two ways of wearing the robe. So way is this way, so which you haven't seen me. I mean, so this is one way. This is called as ekancha. So one-sided covering, and there is another way of covering both the shoulders, which is called as upayacha. So since I'm in Sri Lanka, so I'm following that ekancha tradition. So that is for your better acknowledgement. Right. Then we are going to start to this session. So today is the 10th day of our meditation program. And up to now, we have already learned about what is meditation and what are the benefits of meditation. And then we have learned how to practice the first step of breathing meditation. And then we have begun to practice the second step of breathing meditation. And we are heading towards the third one, which we will start at the end of this month. So uh, now we are gradually, and also you learned about the five kinds of five kinds of enemies that you encountered during your meditation and which bothers you without with so which bothers you so not letting you concentrate well. So then you also learned how to deal with it. And after that, now gradually you have learned most of the basics that a meditator must learn uh, to continue their practice. And at the same time, you learn how to make the outside world peaceful by fulfilling your duties towards each other. Whenever we fulfill our own duties towards each other as a person, then our outside background, our outer background becomes peaceful, happy, and calm. And then it helps us to uh, it helps us to uh, so that very we later on we can convert that very calmness, that very peace which you have so which you experience in the outside back in the outside world later on to develop your inner calmness, right? So that we learned about the duties of uh, we learned about the duties of a so husband towards wife, wife towards the husband, and then parents towards children, children towards parents, and then after that, friends towards the friends. So like that, we then so such kind of so duties that we need to fulfill, so that we can have a good uh, so outside background, so that you can create a good outside background, which can immensely help for the advancement of your own meditation practice. So you are gradually moving forward with that knowledge. But we always have to understand. So this knowledge is not for the books. So if you just let these instructions to come from this year and let go from the other year, then so it won't do much help. We have to practically apply all these teachings in our day-to-day life. That's very, very important. All students, they understood the value of these practices, and I saw so many of them applying these teachings in their life. So they applied these teachings into their life. That's why they succeeded in their practice. So therefore, I once again sincerely request not to just learn these, but also to apply all these teachings into your meditation practice and day-to-day life. Right. Then at the same time, uh, we have to understand now you are gradually advancing in meditation, and you might have seen your patience growing, your calmness growing, your peacefulness growing, and your happiness growing. And so all those positive qualities, they're advancing little by little. Some of you might have already noticed, and some of you are out. So some of you might have begun to notice, or some of you, even though you have advanced, you have not noticed those advancements. Somehow you are advancing day by day, little by little. You are gradually advancing. Whenever you while you are developing these qualities, there are certain thoughts that you need to develop inside as a nice meditator. Nice meditator. First one is you have to think, right? What were the little or greater advancements that have achieved? I use them not to harm or manipulate the other people. And then at the same time, a good meditator should determine I will only use them. I will only use those advancements for the well-being of myself and the other. Right? That's what you have to think. If not, what will happen is uh, then whatever the advancements that you generate, uh, so if you use them to harm or manipulate the other people, then you are not following the right way. Uh, so right way that Buddha taught in Eight Noble Paths, right? Let me tell you one story. Uh, let me tell you one story which happened during the Buddha's time. So during this particular, uh, so during the Buddha's time, once the Buddha he was going on a journey, and once he had to cross one river. When he had to cross this river, he saw uh, he saw a boatsman. So he asked that boatsman to take the Buddha and Bandyananda, who was the attendant of the Buddha, to the other side. And there was one layperson who went along with them. So there were three people. And then uh, along with them, there was another person uh, who uh, who wanted to cross the river. It was a particular hermit who belonged to another religious group. He was also a practitioner, and he had developed his concentration level to the fourth jhanic level. Then he thought that he should show his magical powers to the Buddha and to the other people. And by that way, he thought that he can show uh, his. So he thought that he is greater than Buddha, and Buddha doesn't have that kind of abilities. So he thought of showing himself off to them. Then what he did was he sat on that particular side of the. I mean, so he sat on the bank of the river and developed his jhanic level to the fourth stage, and then after that, with the magical power that such kind of yogis have, he crossed the river and went to the other shore. At the time, the Buddha smiled. Then Bhante Ananda asked the Buddha, why Buddha smiled at that hermit? And then Buddha asked Bhante Ananda, what do you think? How much this boatsman charge? How much this boatman charge to take someone from one bank of the river to the other bank? Then Bhante Ananda replied, he only charges half. So, so, half a muffin. That means it is just like a cent, right? So he only charges 1 cent to take someone from this shore to the from this bank to the other bank. Then Buddha smiled and said, that hermit's psychic power power's value is only half only half a muffin or 1 cent, right? What Buddha meant here was, so those kinds of advancements in meditation practice, they are not to show off. So they become more valuable when we use them to come out of our own suffering, when we use them to come out of our own negativities. So that's what your patience that you develop, your sensitivity that you develop, your inner peace that you develop, your happiness that you develop inside becomes more valuable. So don't use them to manipulate the others or harm the other people in whatever the way, and then at the same time determine to use them for the well-being of yourself and the other people. That's very important. That's a very important objective understanding that you need to develop within as a good meditator. And then Abhihu is nowadays we are practicing the second step of meditation. But if there is any, I don't know whether there is any new meditator. I think there are a few. So let me describe the first step of breathing meditation first, and then after that I will describe the second step of breathing meditation. So when you practice the first step of breathing meditation, what you have to do is, please pay your entire attention to your breath. When the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. When the breath is going out, please be fully aware. But don't move your move your attention beyond the end of your nostrils. Just observe the breath up to the end of your nostrils, right? When the breath goes in, wait until it goes and touches the end of your nostrils. After that, let it go inside and let it do whatever thing that it wants to do inside your body. And wait until it comes back and touches the end of your nostrils before it goes out, right? So when the breath is going out, please be aware that right now, my breath, it is going out. If the breath is low, if the breath is short, if the breath is crossed, if the breath is soft, to let it be so. Don't try to change it. Don't favor any of such breathing experiences. Uh, Make use of each and every breath to develop your equanimity, balance of your mind, and so keep on observing the breath without favoring any of such kind of breaths. Certain breaths may be comfortable, certain breaths may be uncomfortable, but still, your job is just to be the gatekeeper and observe the breath as it is. And then all students, uh, the students who have been practicing for a long time, or the students who have been practicing since January, they are kindly requested to practice the second step of breathing meditation. So please restrict your observation up to the big triangular area. So when the breath is coming in, so please limit your observation to the area of upper lip and the nose area, right? So within this area, wherever the breath touches, so please keep on being aware about that touch. When the breath is going out, it will also touch your nose and the upper lip, right? So don't go in. Instead, just observe the touch of the breath, that experience. So within this big triangular area, big triangular area, right? And then keep on observing and keep on sharpening your focus, your attention, your concentration, and by that way help yourself to develop more and more deeper peace and happiness with. Then before we go to the silent meditation session, every day I teach you something that you need to develop as a meditator in your life. So today I'm going to describe you about the five duties of a five duties of a lay person towards a monk, and the monk's duties towards the lay person. So if you have your books around you, please write these things down. The uh, the relationship between the monks and nuns, that is ordained people and the lay people, that's really important because for a person, uh, for an ordinary person, for a lay person, uh, the material development and spiritual development are equally important. And then, if we want to advance spiritually, to gain more motivation, to understand more about Dharma, we need to associate uh, great Kalyana Mitras, noble friends within this life. Monks, good monks and nuns are actually great noble friends. And when we associate them, it is good if we can fulfill our duties towards them. So there are five duties according to Buddha that a layperson should fulfill towards a monk, right? These are the five. First one is so uh, acting physically, so acting physically towards the monks and nuns with loving kindness. That means physically whatever the help that you can do uh, by volunteering and by offering food, so by helping to build or renovate or so such kind of things, if we help them, so that's a way of uh, so acting with the so body out of loving kindness. And then uh, second one is acting verbally with uh, with loving kindness, right? So whenever we associate them by using respectful words, nice words, kind words, so so by that way we can associate a monk or a nun so nice, right? So that is the second duty of a layperson. Uh, layperson. So when it comes to duties, layperson should fulfill towards a monk or a nun or an Oriental people. Let it be a pastor, Christian pastor, or a Muslim imam, or so Hindu pujari, or Swamiji, or Panditji. So so towards any one of them, so we have behaved like this. And then third one is acting so mentally with loving kindness. That means even by thoughts, we have to generate respect, we have to generate calmness, so we have to generate so we have to generate so kindness towards monks or nuns or any audience present. So that is the third duty of a layperson towards monks and nuns. That means ordained people. And fourth one is to being uh, being open door. I mean, being with open doors. That means being with open doors means so it is good to be generous towards the ordered people, right? So as you can, we should practice dana or generosity even towards monks or nuns or ordained people, because most of them in most of those religious traditions they depend on the generosity of the lay people, right? So therefore, as a good lay person, we need to stay open doors. So with those people. Fifth one is so attending them with the four requisites. A monk or a nun. So even though they live a simple life, they need four kinds of so they need four kinds of requisites. First one is so they need clothing. That is, for us, example, for us, we need robes to wear. So then after that, food, providing food, and then after that, providing a place to stay, and then providing medication when they are sick. By providing these four things, we attend the ordained people with loving kindness, right? With four requisites. These are the Mr. Watt, can you hear me?
Yes, I can,
Yes.
Bhakti.
Right, right.
Is everything
So,
okay?
all right. Yes, let me check.
Let me know how I can help.
All right, no, no. I think that there was a call or something like that. All right. Right. And then in return, a monk or a nun who get all these benefits, enjoy all those benefits from a so lay person, they also have to treat the lay people. Also have to treat the lay people with dharma. Whatever dharma that they don't know, that they got to know, they have to teach them. And then Buddha says, Gihinam in Pali Gostis language, Buddha says, Gihinam upakaruntanam, Nitya mam is the dana. karota dhammadhanena tetam pachupakaram. So first thing that they have to do is to helping them to understand dharma, and then teaching them with physical lections of love, which has loving kindness, and then teaching them with nice words, which has loving kindness. Then so behaving towards him mentally with loving kindness, right? And then and wishing them, so blessing them for to gain four kinds of things: long life, beauty, mental and physical strength, and wisdom. So these are the these are the five kinds of duties of a monk towards the lay people. Right? So then when you behave like that, when you fulfill these duties, audience people becomes compassionate towards you, and then they are bound to help you to advance in your spiritual path. Right? Then understand that. Let's get ready for our silent meditation session. Now, everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm. Now, please let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax. First, I will pay our sincere respect and gratitude towards Buddha, and after that, let's begin today's silent meditation session. Calm down. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimiso manema arenang samma sambuddho vinyācarane sampango sungato lokavino anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sattādeva manusādam buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavatātam Sannitingo akaniko, inipasiko opanaiko, machatang meditamo, vinyukiti. Sumani pangno bhagavato savaka sangho, udumani mangno bhagavato savaka sangho, nyaya panipangho bhagavato savaka sangho, Sami Chipani Panno Pangeveto Savaka Sango Yadinang Chatari Purisayungani Ate Purise Pugela Ese Bhagavato Savaka Sango Avuneyo Paguneyo Dakineyo Anjadikaneyo Anutterang Punyakitang Lokastati. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a balanced, very peaceful, patient mind. Everyone, please start your silent meditation. If you are a new student, as I described, please practice the first step of breathing meditation. First step of breathing meditation. If you are an old student, please practice the second step of breathing meditation. Whatever the meditation technique that you are going to practice, regardless of the technique, I sincerely wish your meditation be very, very successful. Very, very successful. Everyone, please start the silent meditation right now. Your meditation be very, very successful. Sukhi. Sorry. 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 Now, everyone, please get ready to practice loving kindness meditation in breath. Your legs are paining, you can let your legs to relax. Make sure that your back is straight, neck is straight, and head is straight. We practice them all of you know why we are practicing it. Practicing this posture I already described. So it helps you to stay grounded. Says it helps you to stay grounded. That's why we to give some importance to the posture. And when it comes to the posture, back leg should be straight, neck should be straight, and head should be straight. If you are a diligent meditation practitioner. Now, let's start spreading loving kindness towards first with yourself. Please pay your attention towards yourself and think. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think. May my mother, may my father, may my teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all of them. All. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards the neutral people. Neutral people are the people who don't fall into the category of friends, and at the same time, who don't fall into the category of your enemies. These are the people in the middle. People in the middle. So please spread your loving kindness towards them. May all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the neutral people. Neutral people. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies. Please think, may my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards your enemies, the people that you don't like. Now, please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Not only human beings, we'll focus on all kinds of non-human beings. Let them be animals, let them be divine beings, beings in hell realms, birds, fish, or let it be any being. From the tiniest being to the biggest being in the world, so we keep, so we will think about all of them. And let's spread our loving kindness towards all. Please think. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. Mavatu sampe pangalam rakantu sampe devata samme buddhan bhavine samme dhamman bhavine samme sanghan bhavine Sada Stuti Bhavantuti Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. Now everyone very calmly, please open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, dear Dharma friends, now today is your day. Today we are going to uh, discuss about the questions that you have about meditation, your own meditation practice. That's what we are going to do today. Right. So, if you have any question about your own practice, and if you want to get it clarified, so today is a day for it. Mr. Howard, can you?
I have allowed everyone to unmute, Bante.
Yeah, thank you so much. Right. So, if you have any question about the meditation practice, so that you want to get clarified, so you can present those questions. Right. So first, let's start with so good evening, Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim, can you hear me? Um,
Yes, Bonti, I can hear you.
right. Okay. Ms. Jin,
Yes,
so
Bhante. I can hear you, Bhante.
oh, right. So, Mr. Tim, do you have any question?
No questions tonight, Bhante. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. May all the good happen to you. So keep on practicing very ardently, Mr. Tim.
Thank you, Bhante.
May you be happy. Okay, Mrs. Jin, do you have any question?
Sorry, Bonti, you were saying Mr. Tim. I thought you were saying Miss Jean. Sorry,
Oh,
Bonti.
sorry about that. I got it. I got it.
Yeah,
Yes, Miss Jane, do you have any?
Yes, I have one
Yes.
question, Bonti. So these days when I am practicing, sometimes in the morning the session got prolonged, like longer than 20 minutes. Sometimes I do like 40 minutes also. Does extending the session necessarily help, or I should keep it around 20 minutes?
It helps, Mrs. Jane. So,
Oh.
more time to each and every minute that you put into this, it helps. So, since you have a good understanding about the technique, and since I know that you practice very ardently, I know you can you can develop further and further and further. So it is okay now for you to invest more time and practice.
I see, Bonti. So as long as my schedule and time allows, it is okay to extend it
Yeah,
to.
yeah. If you have more time, if you can spend more time, then please take at least 10 minutes for breathing meditation. And then if it is, for an example, if it is 40 minutes, so 10 minutes for breathing meditation. Then after that, so if you are practicing Vipassana meditation, please practice it for about another 20 to 25 minutes. And then after that, so take the final 5 minutes to practice loving kindness meditation. Yes,
Yes, that's what I need.
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
got
So
it.
please
Thank
start like that.
you so much, Bonti.
May all the good happen.
Thank you.
Then, Mr. Bus, Mr. Mike, Mr. Bus, can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you, Bante. Um,
Do you have any question, Mr. Bus?
yeah, I'm taking a little while to get it out, but you know, my life and my work tends to be pretty chaotic. Is it more important just to meditate when I can, or do I really need to have a set kind of time and way of going about it?
I think, Mr. Buds, it is have a set kind of time, like so you can figure out the time. Since this is just like eating, right? So just like we need eating for the well-being of our body, so we need meditation for the well-being of our mind. So when we have to work and when we have to engage with the other things, so we need to have a healthy body as a healthy mind. So therefore, better to have a scheduled time if it is possible. Better to have a scheduled time to practice. Even though you practice for 10 minutes, that's fine. So I know you are an old student and you have been practicing for a long time, but somehow, so still, so at least try to maintain a particular set time, scheduled time for your practice. Then what will happen is so gradually you will understand that you also will become disciplined in your day-to-day life too. So when you so do the other things, so you will see gradually you becoming more organized and disciplined because of this practice. So that's an extra benefit, right? Extra benefit of this very practice. So so scheduled practice. So when you, that's the since it indirectly impacts you. So in while living your day-to-day life. So Mr. Bus, please keep a set time if it is possible. If not, so we have to go with whatever we have. Got it, Mr. Bus?
Thank you.
Yeah, may all the good happen to you, Mr. Bus. Right, then, Mr. Kevin, do you have any question?
Hi, Bhante. Yes, thank you. So you talked to us about doing a few minutes of breathing meditation at the beginning to kind of settle in, and then going into Vipassana, and then going into the loving kindness at the end. I attended a day-long retreat at the Tathagata Center, and they focused
Yes.
on rising and falling of the abdomen, kind of like a body thing, and that seemed to work for me. I was able to settle in quickly and kind of relax the body. Is it okay to do something like that? Do you think?
Fine. Yeah, but I know Bhante Mahasayado, it's not the original way of practicing it, but somehow it's a kind of practice that Bhante Mahasayado introduced for the beginners, right? So he had been having such students who had difficulty in concentrating well, so they couldn't concentrate at all because so sometimes there are certain people who have chattering characters, so they cannot easily focus. So on the breathing meditation, so therefore we have to use the walking meditation instead. So for them to begin. So Bhante Mahasayado, who lived in Burma, so he introduced this very technique. So according to him, he says that it's also the very one part of breathing meditation. But somehow it is a very good technique. So that is also the very first technique that I practiced in my as a Bhante. So I when I was 13, I think I attended for a 2-week retreat in that tradition. So somehow it's a good one. So if it works for you, Mr. Kevin, you can practice that one. But if you can easily concentrate with that technique, then so please start practicing with the breath. So it depends on how fast you can concentrate. So the concentration that we generate, so observing the rise and fall of the abdomen, and by focusing on the breath. So when we compare them, the first one, the concentration that we generate from the first technique, it is not like so very deep. It cannot go very deep. But with the breath, so we can go very deep. So that's why so there are these two techniques, but so if you find a difficult time in concentrating, we can right. If you find so difficult time in concentrating, then that's very fine for you to practice practice so rise and focus on the rise and fall of abdomen, right? Abdomen as a practice. So as a
Okay.
concentration practice.
Thank you, Bhante. I think it settles me quicker, I think, in the beginning, especially when my mind's chaotic or, so it seems to settle me quicker and then I can move on to the
Yeah,
others. But
that's fine. Yeah, that
thank you,
practice
Bhante.
and yeah, that practice and walking meditation both are equally effective when your mind is chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, right.
Thank you,
Very
Bhante.
nice experiment. I'm so glad that you went for that so practice. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm in retreat.
Great
So
food over
did
there too.
Bhante Utusano taught you?
I think that was him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Very nice.
Thank you,
And
Bhante.
then, right, me, you'll be happy. Then you develop more and more and more. Then, so let's go to then Remy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Bante, good hear you.
Yeah.
Um,
Good evening. And
good
here
evening.
it's good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bante. Yeah,
Right. So do you have any
yeah,
question?
yeah. I do have a question. So my breathing meditation sometimes has become a sleeping meditation. So I have figured out that if I took a little nap before the meditation, it would help with the meditation itself. So is that okay to do that, or
That's
do
very
I need
fine.
to find?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very fine. So to have a small nap or something before the meditation, that's also fine. It works for you. Different people so find so certain ways to make oneself comfortable before they practice meditation. So if it is work for you, that's fine. But make sure that you won't take a long nap.
Right. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somehow at the same time, if you can try this, this will also help. Let's see. Whenever you sit, please think. So please start. Uh, I mean, this technique is called as so sending away the dark clouds from the. From a covered sky. So what it means is, so whenever so you sit before your meditation, if any disturbing thoughts comes to you, right, at that time, so you can so recognize them one by one, and then you can let yourself know that you will think about those things later on. And thinking so, you push them away, right? And you postpone thinking about them. So you postpone the time of thinking about them after the meditation, right?
Mm.
So you can use that one too.
Right. Yeah, I noticed I try to do that, and once all the thought has cleared, that's when I start to fall asleep. Yeah, that is the hardest part. So,
Okay, then you can have a small nap before you begin. Then after that, please do so.
I see. Okay, sounds good. Thank you,
You
Bante.
know, me all the good happen, Rani. Hope your parents are doing fine.
Yeah, they're doing fine. Thank you, Bante.
Yeah, me all the good happen.
Yeah, thank you.
Then, Priyansh Bhaiya, do you have any question?
No, Bante, no questions. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are doing fine.
Yes, Bante, I'm doing fine. Happy to see you well in Sri Lanka.
Oh, thank you so much. Fortunately, no missiles up here.
Stay
All
safe.
right. Yeah. So may all the good happen to Priyansh Bhaiya. May you develop in your practice. And then Udara. Udara. Udara, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Ah, all right. Udara, do you have any question? If you want, you can so forward it in Sinhala too. Right. Udara, do you have any question?
Do you hear me now?
Yes, we do. Hello. We can hear you. We can hear you, but right now we don't hear anything from you. Udare? Me.
I'm going to try muting him and then unmuting him.
Oh, right. Right. Udare, can you talk? Right. Then iPhone 13. iPhone 13 belongs to whom? Right. Is there any other? Is that Mr. Elliot? iPhone 13? Right. Udare, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I think
Okay, I think.
there's an issue.
Oh, yes. Do you have any question, Udare?
I think Mr. Manawalu had a problem, has having technical difficulties. I kind of heard him saying that a little bit, Bante.
Oh, right. Okay. That's fine then. Mr. Watt, do you have any question?
Well, tonight I do, Bante.
Really nice.
It was I've been reading a number of different Ajahns and Bantes and the works they've done interpreting meditation as well as Dhamma. And Ajahn Amaro had mentioned many meditation sessions for oneself. You know, when you're not doing, if you're in between your main meditation practices, the morning and the evening, that he goes, there's a benefit to that for giving yourself quiet in the noise. And so I wanted to hear your thoughts on it, and what, maybe, because I'm not completely clear, because for me what it does, it seems to clear my slate, so to speak. If I take maybe 2 to 5 minutes, maybe I'm doing something, or I could be shopping and just take a break and close my eyes and hold the cart and focus on my breath. Or if I'm sitting in a doctor's office waiting, and I've been waiting there, and I go, well, it's been 10 minutes, they may be 10 minutes more, and I just begin to meditate until my name is called. So do you find there to be a benefit to taking many meditation sessions?
All right, for sure. So, so the Buddha taught us about Satinit. I'm going to teach you about that when we start practicing the first step of breathing meditation. So when we practice that one, when you practice that meditation technique, what we do is to later on, after becoming, after we develop the ability to maintain our focus on that, so what we do is, so with that, we start to do various kinds of actions. So while doing all kinds of actions in day-to-day life, so we try to maintain our awareness. So with the touch of the breath, that is happening in the small triangular area. So this practice was called by the Buddha as sati, focusing on sati nimitta, the sign of mindfulness. So Buddha called that practice. I mean, focusing on the touch of the breath within this triangular area. So Buddha called it as a practice on the sign of mindfulness. So throughout the day, while we are doing things, we stay grounded with mindfulness, focusing on the small triangular area. So that's what we are going to do during the third session. I think you already learned about it during the last years. So somehow, whenever you have intervals in your life, so instead of wasting those times, so doing something else or focusing on something unnecessary. So we have. It is very good if we can use those so intervals in life, so resting times in life, to practice so any kind of meditation technique. When you do so, you give yourself, so mentally and physically, you give yourself a deeper rest than than the normal rest that we give to our bodies and minds. Right, Mr. White?
It sure feels that way, Bante, because I have a great increase in the amount of calm, and I've improved my focus, and it makes it easier also to share this meditation technique with people I know.
Yes. You become, then what happens is you become a living inspiration. Oh. So we become a living inspiration for the other people. So, and with our own experience, with our own presence, uh, then we inspire the other people to follow this noble, non-sectarian meditation technique. So, therefore, it's a very good practice, Mr. Ward, if we can do practicing meditation. So, whenever you get intervals in life. Okay.
Thank you,
Then,
Bante.
yeah, may all the good happen to you. Once again, Udaran, are you having technical difficulties? Udaran?
If he'd like to put something in the chat, that might be
Yeah.
useful.
So if you want, you can chat too. So iPhone 13, is that Miss Kalpana? iPhone 13. Right. Wait for a moment. Udaran, if you want, you can type it. Right. Then you're right. Then we. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Wan. Then we are going to conclude. We'll wait until a response comes from Udaran, and then so then finally to conclude, what I want to say is, please keep on practicing very ardently. As I mentioned you again and again and again for multiple times, we have to understand one thing. We are practicing this meditation technique, so not first for the benefit of our own, then for the benefit of others. So if we have a good, so healthy, pure mind, and the more our negativity is good, down and down and down, then so you will come out of more and more sufferings, so in your life, and then that will help us to lead it so very calm, very peaceful, concentrated life, right? With comfort. Therefore, as people, as wise people who know the value of such kind of life, please practice very, very ardent, very, very ardent. First for the benefit of you, then for the benefit of so all the beings in the world, right? Did we get a response?
He could be having many problems, especially if he's having spotty reception.
Oh, right, right.
No,
Okay.
there's no telling Bante, but I
Oh,
don't
right.
see anything yet.
Yeah, right. Okay. Then I will
Bante, do you
talk
want
to
to
him.
remind everybody about the Thursday meeting that will be coming up, not next week, but I think the week after? Are we
19,
supposed-
the
yes,
week after, not
yes,
next
the
week.
right, the week after, yes.
Yes, exactly. So, not next week, next week, instead of conducting the meditation session on Friday, on the that which means on the 20th of March, we are going to conduct it on the 19th of March because of a trip, a pilgrimage, so that I annually organize for all my relatives. So for my mother and my so uncles and aunties and nephews, so nieces and cousins. So we go on a pilgrimage every year. So this year too, we'll go on a pilgrimage on 21st and 22nd of uh, March. Therefore, I will conduct the meditation session on the 19th of March. Please keep that in mind. Then now we are going to conclude. Thanks for joining today. Thank you for practicing ardently. And so keep on practicing like this. And I sincerely wish by your continuous practice, so by your ardent practice, you'll be able to come out of your negativities, you'll be able to develop all kinds of positivities. And practicing this noble, non-sectarian, pure meditation technique, finally, we all of us attain real peace, real happiness in, with those thoughts. Please join your palms together and concentrate. I'm going to give you a small blessing to come. Please calmly concentrate. අභිවාදන සීනිස නිචම්බතා පචායිනු චතාරෝ ධම්මා වඩන්ති ආයුවක්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාෝග්‍ය සම්පatti සග්ග සම්පatti නීවච අතෝ නිබ්බාන සම්පatti ඉමිනාති සමිජ්ජතු. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone. Take care of yourself. Keep practicing very ardent with a very strong determination. And see you again on next Friday at 8 p.m. Good night to everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. Fuad. Good
My
night.
honor. Have a good day and a good week ahead.
Thank you. Then, good night, Mr. Bus.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Good night, Mr. Tim.
Good night, Bante.
We all the good happen to you. Right? Good night, Miss Jane.
Good. Have a great day, Bunty.
Thank you so much. Good night. Right. And iPhone 13. Right. Remy, good night.
Good night, Bante. See you
We
next
all the
week.
good happen. Right, Sriyansh Bhaiya, good night.
Have a good day, Bante. Thank you so much.
Bye, Shri.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wait for a moment. Right. Then good night. Sorry, good night to everyone. Good night.
Good night again, Bante, and good
Oh,
day.